I have a story. I don't do this often, but this one matters. Earlier today, my school held a club rush. Tables, little communities, each offering a place to belong. For me, belonging hasn't been easy. I spent 5 years mostly in my house, 5 years avoiding people, 5 years feeling like the world was moving on without me. So yes, my social skills suffered. And when you already hold different opinions than most of your peers, stepping out into the open can feel terrifying. I've had those thoughts. What if I speak up? What if people get mad? What if they yell? What if I get jumped after class? Sounds extreme, but let's be honest, it's not impossible. We've all seen how quickly opinions can turn into anger, how easily anger can turn into violence. But today felt different. Today I found hope. A booth stood out to me, Turning Point USA. A kind woman welcomed me, told me about her vision for a community here, one built on freedom, liberty, and justice. And then she told me something that made me light up like a Christmas tree. It was founded by Charlie Kirk. Now, I know some of you may not like him, but before you tune me out, hear me. Charlie was someone I admired. He was bold. He was willing to go where others wouldn't. He spoke to young people like me in ways almost no one else could. And then she told me this. If our club grew strong enough, there was a chance Charlie could come to our campus to speak, to debate, to inspire. I couldn't believe it. I was ecstatic. Sign me up, I said. And as I walked away, I thought about what an incredible opportunity that would be. But then I heard it. Gasps, laughter, even cheering. Different reactions to the same news. Less than an hour after I signed up, word spread. Charlie Kirk had been shot through the neck. At first I thought, it can't be real. Surely he's okay. People wouldn't be cheering if he wasn't, right? But I was wrong. He was gone. Blood poured from his throat, the mic slipped from his hand, and just like that, he was gone. And regardless of what you thought of his politics, let me tell you what he really was. He was a son. He was a husband. He was a father. And he was a voice for thousands who felt like they had none. That was stolen. That wasn't justice. That wasn't righteousness. That was evil. And I want you to picture something. If you can pull a trigger, watch a man fall, and never once think about his wife, never once think about his daughter, never once think about the family that will wake up tomorrow with an empty chair at the table, then you are nothing short of a monster. You don't just kill a man. You shatter hearts. You rip families apart. You leave holes that never close. That's the reality of violence. And here's the truth. We cannot and must not allow politics to justify bloodshed. Left, right, center, it doesn't matter. When disagreement turns into a death sentence, we all lose. Because at the end of the day, before we are Democrats or Republicans, liberals or conservatives, we are human beings, and no human being deserves to die for their opinion. But here's the other truth. Our Second Amendment is not for criminals who commit mass shootings. It's not for the sick people who ambush and murder. It is for the law-abiding. It is for protection. It is for the defense against those who don't care about laws, who don't care about right and wrong, and who especially don't care about you. Because if someone can take a father from his daughter, a husband from his wife, and a voice from a generation, then ask yourself, what would they take from you if you had the inability to stand in their way? That is why we stand. That is why we speak. This is why we protect. Not out of hate, not out of fear, but out of love. Love for our families, love for our communities, love for our country. Charlie Kirk is gone, and I wish he wasn't. But his voice, his fight, his spirit doesn't have to die with him. If you believe in freedom, if you believe in life, if you believe in justice, then honor him with not silence, but with courage. Because courage is contagious. And if we choose courage over fear, if we choose unity over hate, then no bullet, no assassin, no act of violence will ever silence us. God bless you. And if you choose to unfollow me, you choose to disassociate yourself from me, you choose to block me or anything, I didn't need you in my life to begin with. God bless.